Imagine discovering that your own son, the boy you raised, fed, and loved, was responsible for one of the most horrific crimes in your community. That's the nightmare one Maryland mother faced when her 15-year-old son, Nicholas Browning, was revealed as the killer of his own family. How did no one see the signs? And what really happened on that tragic night? Today, we unravel the chilling story of a family destroyed from within. Nicholas Browning was born into what looked like the perfect American family. His father, John Browning, was a respected attorney. His mother, Tamara, was a devoted homemaker. Together, they raised Nicholas and his two younger brothers, Gregory, age 13, and Benjamin, just 11. The Brownings lived in a comfortable suburban neighborhood in Baltimore County, Maryland. Friends described them as a normal, close-knit family. Nicholas was intelligent, a Boy Scout, an honor student. Teachers often remarked on his potential. But beneath that clean-cut exterior, there were cracks forming. His father's strict discipline created tension. His friends noticed he sometimes spoke about hating his dad, about wanting freedom. But no one imagined the darkness that was building inside. On the outside, the Brownings had it all: stability, opportunity, the image of suburban success. But inside the home, Nicholas felt suffocated. His father, John, was known to be demanding. Nicholas told friends his dad treated him like a soldier, not a son. Some friends brushed it off as teenage rebellion. But Nicholas' resentment grew. And while his mother, Tamara, remained supportive and nurturing, Nicholas began to detach from her as well. To his brothers, Gregory and Benjamin, he played the role of the older sibling. But even they could sense a distance. Small red flags were there, but buried under the surface of a seemingly normal teenage life. The night of the crime. On the night of the 1st of February, 2008, Nicholas stayed at a friend's house. To anyone else, it looked like a normal Friday night. But what Nicholas had in mind was far from ordinary. Sometime after midnight, Nicholas left his friend's home and walked back to his own. He quietly entered the house where his family slept peacefully. In his father's bedroom drawer was a handgun, a weapon John Browning kept for protection. Nicholas knew exactly where it was. One by one, as his family slept, Nicholas carried out an unthinkable act. His father, his mother, his brothers. 4 lives, extinguished in cold blood. The suburban silence was broken not by screams, but by the quiet echo of a teenager's rage. After the killings, Nicholas returned to his friend's house. He acted calm, normal, as if nothing had happened. He laughed, joked, and played video games. Hours earlier, he had murdered his entire family, but no one could have guessed. Later, when the bodies were discovered, the community was shocked. Neighbors couldn't believe it. Friends refused to accept the news. Who could imagine a 15-year-old boy capable of something so horrific? Detectives began questioning Nicholas. At first, he denied everything. He insisted he'd been at his friend's house all night. But detectives pressed harder. Slowly, Nicholas began to crack.
I don't remember. I'm going to tell you now. Yes. This is a murder case. Yes. You're 15 years old. Yes. You cannot lie to me. Alright. Because you will go to jail for the rest of your life. Okay.
Eventually, the truth spilled out. Nicholas admitted he had retrieved his father's gun and shot each member of his family while they slept. His motive? At first, he claimed it was years of resentment toward his strict father. Later, prosecutors suggested it was also about greed, freedom, and cold indifference. Nicholas showed little remorse during questioning. One investigator described him as eerily calm, almost detached, as though he were describing someone else's story. When Nicholas Browning's case went to court, it shook Maryland. Prosecutors painted him as a manipulative teen who executed his family for selfish reasons. They argued he wanted freedom from his parents' rules, and possibly access to his father's wealth. The defense, however, claimed Nicholas was pressured, emotionally strained, and reacting to years of tension at home. The jury didn't buy it. Nicholas was sentenced to 2 life sentences plus 30 years. He would not be eligible for parole until at least 2031, when he would be in his late 30s. For many, it was a chilling reminder that evil can wear the face of a child. But the most tragic perspective belongs to Tamara, Nicholas' mother. She had loved her son. She had raised him, cared for him, and believed in his future. She had no idea that he would be the one to destroy everything. In that single night, she lost her husband, her 2 youngest sons, and, in a way, her oldest as well. Because how does a mother reconcile the fact that the child she nurtured turned into her family's killer? Tamara's voice is gone now. But her silence is deafening. The Browning family murders remain one of the most haunting crimes in Maryland's history. A bright young boy who turned into a cold-blooded killer. A mother's worst nightmare, realized in the most horrific way possible. The tragedy forces us to ask difficult questions. Can evil truly live in someone we think we know best? Or are there always signs, warning signals, that go unnoticed until it's too late? In the end, one mother discovered her son was not the boy she thought he was. He was the very reason her family was gone. And perhaps the scariest thought of all is this: if it could happen in the Browning household, could it happen anywhere?